What's going on, everybody? You're tuning in to BottomLineSports.net, serving up deeper insight on everything sports. While Kobe was busy in London helping the U.S. men's basketball team bring home the gold, Lakers owner Mitch Kupchak was busy resurrecting the purple and gold, and he couldn't have made a bigger move than the one he made on Friday. A little over a month ago, after signing two-time MVP point guard Steve Nash, the Lakers acquired star center Dwight Howard from the Magic in a four-team trade. I'm going to give my take on the blockbuster move, how it will help LA from an X's and O's perspective, and whether the Lakers are the best in the West. First of all, let's make no mistake about it. The Lakers coveted Dwight Howard, the three-time Defensive Player of the Year, for two reasons: the Heat and the Thunder. I'd like to remind everyone that I was arguably the biggest LeBron hater out there until this past season. Check the BLS archive and you'll hear plenty of me bashing LeBron. But after 9 years in the league, it's hard for anyone to argue that LeBron isn't the best player in the game right now. More specifically, I think he's the most dangerous penetrator the NBA has ever seen. His size, speed, and athleticism make him the best finisher at the rim when he decides to take it himself, and his passing ability off the drive makes him a nightmare to defend. There's only one player that can consistently challenge the king at the rim, and that's Superman. And I firmly believe that if any team is going to dethrone James, they'll need a player that can do just that. Howard can alter LeBron's shots, Westbrook's shots, and Kevin Durant's shots at the rim, and that's the Lakers' priority. It has to be. If they can even think of winning another NBA title with these two young, aggressive teams in position to represent the East and West for the next several years. That's why the Lakers parted ways with Andrew Bynum to get Howard. And some people question how much Howard will really improve the Lakers. After all, Bynum has earned a lot of respect by being the only player in the discussion with Howard for being the best center in the NBA. So people are asking the question, is Howard that much of an upgrade over Andrew Bynum? Well, for the Lakers, there's no question about it. Bynum may be more polished in the post than Howard offensively, but the Lakers don't exactly need another offensive-minded center. The Lakers have Pau Gasol, and it's not like Dwight Howard won't score. He averaged 20.6 points per game last season and shot 57.3% from the field, actually better than Bynum's 18.7 points per game and 55.8% shooting. Still, I do believe that Bynum is a slightly more skilled scorer than Howard, but you're crazy if you don't think LA will be a top 5 offense in the NBA next year with Nash, Kobe, Howard, and Gasol. That's 4 players who have all attracted double teams in their careers. Expect the Lakers to have way more open shots next season, but more importantly, Howard is an upgrade on Bynum because it comes down to this. The Lakers needed Howard because he was more skilled defensively and because he's a defensive-minded center who takes pride in making his mark on that side of the floor, especially since perimeter defenders and Steve Nash, Kobe Bryant, and Metta World Peace are bound to be taken off the dribble by explosive players like LeBron, Wade, Westbrook, and Durant plenty of times if they face them in the playoffs. LA needs Howard in the paint to make up for the Lakers' inability to stop penetration at the top of the key. Also, Howard is going to help Nash by being one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA. Defending the pick-and-roll with Nash and Bynum would have been terrible and a huge weakness that teams would try to exploit all game long. As a whole, Bynum seemed disengaged on defense and was slow to provide help at times. It's clear that Bynum was more concerned with developing his offensive game, chucking up three-pointers against Coach Mike Brown's wishes. He was benched for taking an ill-advised three-pointer last season against the Warriors, then said he planned to keep shooting them after the game. With all that said, I'm not so much making the case that Howard is a better center than Bynum. I'm more making the case that Howard is better for the Lakers' chances of winning an NBA title right now. Howard not only gives the Lakers the defense they need, he gives them the best rebounder in the league, allowing LA to dominate the one place on the floor any team will need to dominate if they're going to take down the Heat or Thunder over the next several seasons. No team is going to thrive athletically better than Miami or OKC in terms of getting up and down the floor, getting to the rim, scoring off turnovers, etc. Instead, the blueprint now for these new school teams is to go old school. Dominate the inside with height by not allowing easy baskets inside the paint while you score easy baskets inside the paint as much as possible. Just think of the dilemma that defenses are going to face this season. Do we double team Howard? Not if you want to leave Nash open, one of the most efficient three-point shooters in NBA history, or Kobe open, in my opinion, the best scorer period in NBA history. Do we double team Nash? Not the best idea because he's maybe the best at reading where the double team is coming from and finding the open man. Imagine how much Howard is going to help Nash in that case. By the way, for those saying Nash is old, check his numbers. He was second in the NBA in assists last year, averaged 10.7 dimes a game, second only to Rajon Rondo. And he matched his career high in field goal percentage last year at 53.2%. His three-point shooting has dipped a little as far as last year, but Nash will benefit from the inside-out game with Howard, and his efficiency from downtown may be the best it's ever been, which again is saying a lot considering Nash is already one of the most efficient three-point shooters ever. On top of the inside-out game, Howard is going to give Nash his bread and butter again, the pick and roll. Howard will serve as a new and improved version of Amare Stoudemire on the pick and roll. Howard is a bigger target, even more athletic, and just as quick as Amare was in his prime. Remember, the Suns' offense led the NBA in scoring multiple years with an offense that featured Nash and Amare running the pick and roll, and I expect Nash and Howard to hook up on plenty of alley-oops off of those pick and rolls. Another thing Howard will bring the Lakers is hunger. Think of the two stars the Lakers have added this offseason in Nash and Howard. They're two of the NBA's most highly regarded players, yet they've never won an NBA title. They know they have that chance now, and we all know Kobe wants number 6. As far as Dwight Howard goes, his character may not be the most respectable after everything that transpired in Orlando, no doubt about that. But all the banners hanging in the rafters at Staples and the opportunity to chase an NBA title with one of the greatest point guards ever and with one of the greatest players ever has got to humble Howard to some degree. Speaking of Kobe, I meant no disrespect to the Black Mamba when I said LeBron is the best player in the league right now. This past season, LeBron wins NBA MVP, NBA Finals MVP, NBA title. If that wasn't enough, he had an incredible run in the Olympics, spearheading the United States to the Olympic gold. People, including me, said he couldn't get it done in crunch time, but his performance in the NBA Finals last season and Sunday's Olympic final has shown me that he's overcome whatever mental obstacles were in his way before. Now, that's not to say Kobe can't be the best player on the floor on any given night, and the acquisitions of Nash and Howard will take some pressure off of Kobe, and so will Jody Meeks, the talented shooting guard the Lakers got from the 76ers, who will definitely be able to score some points while Kobe takes a breather. That was a big move that's kind of flown under the radar, if you ask me. The bottom line is, I think the impact of Howard going to LA will be felt in the NBA for a long time, and maybe I'm just talking to you right now while I'm dreaming or something, but I think it will put the Lakers back in the NBA Finals, and I think they'll meet the Heat there, and for so many reasons, it could go down as maybe the most anticipated series in history. Thanks for tuning in to BottomLineSports.net with me, Talal Masri. You can go to my site where you can subscribe in iTunes. You can also follow me on Twitter at TSunSports. Leave a comment and let me know what you think about Dwight Howard going to the Lakers and give me your NBA Finals prediction. That's it for today. I'm out.